Hey Miles, buddy, I got a really important question for you.
Oh my god! An Apex! Will you go bowling with me?
Like what we promised in the last video, there'd probably be more shenanigans in 2021.
Well, I was thinking, you know, we could take that, make it bigger, and then put it down here.
Huh.
There's not a lot of room there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's go to our scrap pile.
Yeah. We may have some options here.
It's a good thing I found these in the ragweeds.
Big shout out to Apex for the charger. Billy from High Speed Performance out of North Carolina. You demand. And definitely Amazon a little. Can't forget about them.
Hey, 304, man.
Oh yeah, look at that minty ass stock piece of Don't need that where we're going. Can you see down in there real good, like?
No! There's a bunch of room in there now.
So much room for activities.
Ah, we can go do karate in the garage.
Greetings, super dumbasses.
Ooh, pretty light. Hey, is this a custom tool shop? No.
My wrench wouldn't fit.
Well, after a mere 152 hours.
Dude, it's too hot. It's too hot for this. And I'm fresh out of chickens, because look at these welds. But, like they always say, it's gotta be smooth on the inside. That's what counts.
Now that we know everything fits, we've gone ahead and removed the crossover. We also have our manifolds off as we're flipping them over so we can feed the intercooler the proper way. We have some future plans that involve a lot of billet, but for now, the current manifolds are gonna have to work. That being said, we're gonna throw an entire roll of this stuff on this here pipe. As rumor has it, them boots do not hold boost very well at the point where your feed pipes are more liquid than solid. Both crossovers done. Well, actually only one crossover. The one's pretty short. Manifolds are both flipped. I actually flow our intercooler the correct way because apparently that matters. Didn't before, but it's gonna.
That's what counts.
Got the exhaust all buttoned up. Just barely making room in order to get her on through, but we got her done. So, a little more work to do on our current manifolds and you can get a charger mounted up here. So when you go to install your charger for the first time, you're going to want to get your cake decorations.
How'd you know it was my birthday?
Just give a liberal amount. That's
How dare you!
proper size adjustable hammer in order to tighten your turbo on.
How dare you!
Look at that sexy bracket. Oh yeah.
Yeah, ranchy ranch.
Stop it. Get some help.
An air filter never hurt her neither. So rather than sit here and bore everyone to death, we decided to go ahead and skip over the final assembly so we didn't sit here and bore you to death.
Okay.
So this was intended to just be a heat cycle, and well, that's not how it ended up.
So I think we all know where this is going. Yeah, we're just gonna have to.
Easy. Oh, not the grill! What the frick?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
So a while ago, we'd like right before we dynoed the truck, we hooked it to one of our field tractors, and the front side of the drive shaft equation did not equal the back side. So then we fixed it, and that lasted like 3 or 4 hours. And I'm sure there'll be a video seconds after I say this. But now we have plenty of art. So if you guys need any statues made out of gears out of a NV271, you can get a hold of us.
You don't need this. You don't need none of the gears. Especially not that. You know, one of the other things you gotta keep in mind to make sure you have lots of these bastards. It truly ain't a big deal, but up until the point where your hubs do this little mod, then everything is completely. So, you take that, you throw it over your shoulder, and you stove a new one in.
So on a more serious note, there's a fly on your camera. Go. Cut him with the out. So on a more serious note, I know our videos are weird at times. We try to make it fun because nobody wants to listen to some monotone stuff. But we have put a tremendous amount of research into this. Anywhere from turbo drive pressures to turbo maps,
Injectors, injection pumps,
different
drives, timing, dyno time.
The dyno time was a huge one for us. We actually took the torque band, or the torque peak, or peak torque, and we moved it from, what, 3,200 RPM for peak torque, and we moved it 1,000 RPM to the right.
Roughly.
Yeah. So, and that was just with moving the belt because, timing this kind of pump setup, we have an adjustable big gear on top, or a big pulley, and then on top of that, you can just skip teeth on the belt. That's a P3000 pump. We did a lot of work with Fair Valley, and we ended up figuring out that in our own research and some other people that we have talked to that are pretty high up in the 6.0 world, once you get to, what is that, 500 cc's of fuel?
Actually, it's more closer to that 300 margin.
Yeah, the actual nozzles on the end of the 6.0 Huey injector, they don't chatter like they're supposed to and create the high atomization. So
Is back.
anywho, so we had some special pieces. We are a 6.0 body injector, but through some modifications this last year, we were able to
Shoehorn in a nozzle from an engine family that's fairly common in the pulling world, but
say common or common.
something like that.
So don't worry. I mean, for the the 6.0 Powerstroke guys, it's still a 6.0 body injector. There's still a lot to be gained. We changed nozzle angle,
Nozzle angle, nozzle protrusion, different.
we had the bodies EDM'd out.
Yeah.
Were these 0.12 lines
Yeah.
going from the pump to the injector. And then in the pump itself, we went from a automotive style governor on the back of the pump, and we switched to an egg governor with physically, I don't know, 7,000 RPM limit, if you can support
better.
it. If you can find the airflow to support it, we don't know yet. I'm sure that'll be down the road. Yeah. So, I mean, we do quite a bit of fab work here. We do a lot of one-off stuff. Shit, I mean, this truck even started as a Huey, just your standard stock 6.0 Powerstroke.
Daily driven for 250,000 miles.
Yeah, and then it got caveman and stuck in a 70s Ford. We started.
Which we did run as Huey for a long time.
Yeah.
Not a long time, but a year.
We went through a bad injector company at first. That took a lot of time to get through. And ultimately, what'd you do? You just laid a lot of money on the ground and just lit it on fire for fun.
Pretty much.
So we finally got to, who was that? Was it Warren? Yeah, Jesse Warren. Built us some 350, 150 injector conventionals with a
You ran a different style dual H pop. Most people run it up over by the alternator. We're running it down on the AC, where the AC compressor would normally go. Obviously, that's part of the past, but
yeah, because all that was still in the early stages of dual H pop.
very early.
And that was a learning curve on itself. And then we got a hold of HP tuning. And that was back before the FICM support. So some of the files we were getting through different sources just weren't running like we wanted them to run. So then we started tuning them ourselves. And that's when we really started picking up some steam. And it gave us quite a bit of knowledge as to how all of this works. I don't know. Potato. Got a big cool thing here. I don't know. Sometimes it's fueled by twisted tea. It depends on the day. But this is a sport that you have to have fun at it. If you're sitting there constantly being pissed all the time, it's not. You might as well just go do something else.
It's recording this time.
Shout out to Charlie Strait, because without him, we wouldn't have had this body truck. Started off life as a gasser, 6,500 pound class. I love you.
So before we go and wrap this video up, we had a few questions at one point in time about the possibility of doing this with a 6.4, and well, I'm here to give you the good word that well, as we can see, we got another 8-hole pump. You can sit down there, and we're gonna go about it a little different this time. Yes, 6'4" guys, we're coming for you.
This cold concrete